How are you doing, everyone? It's me, TheDomotaku, here today to talk about the next episode of RWBY Volume 4, Episode 4. So many fours this week, I don't know why. So, quite a lot of interesting things happened in this episode. It finally took me quite a while to get to watching this because, for one, of course, the users or first subscribers to Rooster TV get to watch it on Saturday, and then Sunday I just sort of forget because that's just the day I relax before I go to school. And today's Tuesday. I watched it Monday, but I rewatched it again because there were some things that I kind of missed, and just to clarify from watching it a second time. So now let's get on to all the good stuff that happened in this episode. We're gonna go in order, ladies and gentlemen. So the big change in this episode, or the big focus on this episode, was of course Yang, and besides getting to that point, we'll talk about the other smaller things that happened in this episode that really catch my attention. So for one, the beginning starts off with Oscar, the kid, the farmer boy, who everyone's been thinking is like, oh, he's just a kid. He might be foreshadowing something for the series, or it's just to show off the new animation for the series. That's what I've heard so far. But it's now come to the point where this kid is essential to the story. Here's what I saw, or here's what I rewatched it from, right? So basically, the kid has an encounter in the barn where he's talking to himself in the mirror, or looking at himself in the mirror, and he's just saying like, oh, hello, and then someone else comes through another voice, and it says like, hello, my name is Osmond, and I'm just like, he's not dead. So interestingly enough, I don't know what's up with this character, and it's interesting because, of course, we all don't know what happened to Osmond after Volume 3, but Osmond appears to this boy, introducing himself, and he's just like, well, hello, my name is Osmond, and the kid freaks out, his name's Oscar, and that's it, that's all we hear of it. So, big questions on that, I'll talk about that after. The next important thing of discussion is... what the hell was I thinking? Oh, well, Crow. I guess Crow and Raven. That is one of the big things that I did not see in this episode. So we finally see Raven. Finally, you know, after 3 volumes, we see what she looks like without her mask on. She looks a little bit like Yang, you know, except with the black hair, red eyes, typical. But then her interaction and conversation with Crow was quite interesting. So I don't really get the gist of it because they didn't really go into much detail about it, but we can assume that Crow, of course, Crow and Raven are like siblings, sort of thing. They come from the same family or some kind of tribe or something like that. Crow left, went his own way. Raven stayed and then became like, I don't know, like the leader of this group or something like that. And it's really strange. They're both trying to achieve the same goal from what I'm getting at, but then they just have different methods. You know, like Crow is talking about how she just left Yang, she saved her one time and that's it, she just left her away. She lost her arm and she doesn't really care. Raven, on the other hand, says that she's back to help out her family, quote unquote, and you know, that's some wicked sense of family considering you only saved your daughter once, and then now she's missing her arm and you don't even go to talk to her or anything of the sort. So the interaction is like, there's a history between these two that we don't exactly know about yet. And of course, we're just introduced to Raven's character. We finally see her after like 3 volumes. She's finally talking for the first time, and you know, the stuff they're talking about is like, oh, does Salem have it? Or where is the spring or summer maiden? I forget exactly which season Crow was asking for. And then on the offside, Ruby and Team Ranger are like off doing their own thing. So there's that. It's you know, it's building up. There are some mysteries between Oscar, the kid, and Osmond, Crow and Raven, and their intentions and their goals. Because Crow is following Team Ruby and everyone else very closely, watching over them like a guardian angel, like a guardian crow, and he's not really, I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. I guess he's looking for the summer maiden or the next maiden in line that's probably gonna get attacked. And of course, you also have Ruby's unknown powers and whatnot. Now back to Yang. Wow, Yang finally changes. She steps forward. We have a little cool interaction with Yang and the family. You have Yang and her dad. You have the other teachers, Professor Pork, I think his name is, and then the coffee dude. And you know, they're just having a good time, laughing it away with like friends and whatnot. And it's really amazing. It's a nice setting tone, you know, after all that stuff that happened in Volume 3. They're talking about how Professor Goodwitch is at the city still trying to rebuild or look for something or something like that. I don't know exactly. Then you have another conversation where, you know, they're just like really concerned about Yang and how she's doing. And, you know, Yang, of course, still having them flashbacks about, whatchamacallit, Adam cutting off her arm. and whatnot. But in the end of this episode, we finally see Yang put on the robot arm. Now, of course, me and a lot of people had questions like, you know, it's a robot arm, why don't you put it on? Like, you could put on the arm and not fight if that's what she was scared about. You know, there was a whole questioning between like, yeah, you know, she doesn't want to fight anymore, or she's just scarred because of the incident that happened with Adam. And, you know, she was given a robot arm to have an arm again. You know, she could have just taken the arm and stopped fighting altogether, but no, she just decided not to take the arm. And that was really weird. You know, eventually she moved on with it. She took the arm, she put it on, and now she's resuming training with her dad to become fighting as a huntress again. I guess that's what's happening, and that's where the episode ends. So we have Yang moving on, putting on the arm, and putting on the old fists up to maybe battle or something like that. Maybe to go help out RWBY or something like that. That's why I said Team RWBY is gonna assemble at the end of this season or volume. That's my thing. So anyways, yeah, Yang, good to see her up and at him, you know, having the hands up now. Oscar the Kid and Raven and Crow. That's another time for another episode. So anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku anime channel. Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section below. You know, what do you think is up with Oscar? As he's like Osbin reborn or something like that? Or is Osbin's like soul in his body or something like that? Is he like his son or something like that? What do you think of with Crow and Raven, what they're talking about? Do you think that Raven will help out in the series? Will she care about her daughter? Will Raven and Yang meet once again, you know, after a long ass time? And what do you guys think? So tell me guys. I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku anime channel. Subscribe and stay tuned for next week or next Saturday technically, when we check out episode 5. Unless it's another World of Remnant video, then I guess we'll have to take a break from that. And follow me on Twitter at TheDomotaku if you want to see what I'm up to and what I'm working on. You will know when the video comes up and when it's being worked on and all the other stuff of me off YouTube and whatnot. So I'll see you guys then. So take care guys, and matane.